Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So what I thought I would do today for you is go through some of my personal favorite releases from influencers or content creators. I don't know what the preference is nowadays. But I want to go through some of the releases that came out this year, talk through some of my favourites, why they're my favourites, and before we get into today's video, if you've never been here before, hi, my name is Robert, I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube and also in real life. And it's my goal to help you become a pro yourself or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then please consider subscribing. Okay, should we just get into it today? So first off, isn't really like a beauty thing. Well, I guess it can be part of a beauty routine. So let's discuss Forever Mood by Jackie Aina. Let me tell you something. So, missed the initial launch of these candles and I was so pissed because I love candles. I think candles are great. Love Jackie, so I thought let me do that. And ordered these thinking candles, yeah, love candles. However, when these arrived, I got the box of 4. No, I didn't. No, I bought them all individually initially because a box of 4 was sold out. So I got them 4 individually and in like the eco-friendly packaging. I cannot believe how incredible these candles are. So I live in a house that is 3 floors, a townhouse. And I have the top floor is my studio, my office, spare bedroom and a bathroom. I light this in my studio here. My office is just through the wall. It's not through the wall, it's on the other side of the wall. Same thing. You can smell this throughout the whole house. You can smell it is so strong. I leave it on for a good few hours. I let the wax spread right to the edges so I get a really good burn. And it's just incredible. This one smells like, so this is my favorite. Reason why, it smells like Snow Fairy from Lush, if you ever had that. And that is one of my favorite fragrances. I don't really buy Lush stuff anymore, but it's just one of my favorite smells. At the moment, I have Grown Folks Business burning in the corner, which almost to me is like a more masculine, as much as I hate to say that, version of this. It just has the nicest smell. I got the whole, so I ordered all 4 of them. I'm just down here. So as back up, I ordered the 4 again in the box. And the Send Moods collection as well. Obviously the other one's missing. So this, to me, I open it, it smells like, it reminds me of, not the exact smell of like Bailey's, you know, like that cream liqueur, but it's like a grown up, not alcoholic. It's like a very grown up foodie smell. I don't usually like food scented candles. This is now a candle review channel, but it's almost like I said, a grown up version of that. It's not like Christmas cookie and cookie dough. You know, it's really nice. Again, grown up smells. I really love them. So the reason I ordered a box double of the original ones is because they do take quite a long time to ship to the UK. You're told that when you check out, so it's no surprise, but I didn't want to run out of one and then have to wait to get another one. It is probably something I will keep myself stocked up on because they just smell incredible, and I appreciate knowing that you're going to get your money's worth. That's another thing. Price point, I totally think it's fine. Like I said, I like to invest in things. I love candles anyway. To me, candles are the final step to cleaning your house or setting a mood for something. So to me, it's a great time. So I absolutely love those candles. Okay, makeup. I forgot we were doing makeup. One of the big successes of this year, in my eyes, is the whole Makeup by Maro release. What incredible products they were. I did a review on these as well. Everything was so thought out. To me, as a professional makeup artist, I appreciated the simplicity of packaging, the way the products work together. It was like a kit. It was like having a mini kit, if that makes sense. So I really appreciated. One thing I also really appreciated was these primers. So this is the light one. There is a medium and a dark. I personally don't use the powder. I might use a little bit under the eye, but to have those options in primers, I really liked. If you're setting up a kit, these eye primers are incredible. So let's start with this today. Now, I know a lot of people love to pile up primer because it's what we see on the internet, you know, but that can cause creasing just as much as not using a primer or using a concealer. I'm going to use the deeper tone from the light palette. It's not a heavy brush in any way at all. It's like a duo fiber, so it's very light on top in terms of pressure. I'm just going to evenly distribute that. My eyelids are a little bit dehydrated up in this corner here, so I'm just going to use the warmth of my finger to kind of warm up that product and push it onto the skin. And I'm also going to take a tiny bit under the eyes. I quite like this primer because although my Sigma eye primer is my personal favourite for my eyelids, I would be confident using this on everyone because it's not too dry, it's not too oily, it's not too concealer-like in texture. And I know some more drier, stickier primers can be exactly that, sticky and dry on some people's lids, and it doesn't sit right for some people. You absolutely don't have to use a brush for this. I just like to because, you know, that's me. And of course there were brushes released in this set, but I've used them all and I haven't cleaned them, so here we are. So like I said before, I'm not looking to completely cover the lid. I'm just looking to even out the tone of the lid, get a nice even coating. Any discoloration, any darkness I'm going over also. Let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. I had loads of favorite eyeshadow palettes, and this goes for everything throughout this video. There have probably been some influencer releases that I've loved and that I've just forgot about. But to be honest, I have one of the worst memories ever anyway, so. Okay, so for the eyeshadow palettes, I have two. Well, I guess 3 eyeshadow things. We have At Forest Sight by Raw Beauty Christy and Colourpop. This is one of my favourite palettes from this year because I like the compactness of it. Her other palette collaboration was incredible. However, I am very familiar with Colourpop's textures and consistencies, and I know I love them. And I just love the colours, the colour choice. You have all these neutral tones here, and then you can go a little bit more crazy, you know? So that for me was a really great concept for a palette. I also have a Tiny Marvels palette by Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson. And I absolutely adore this palette. You can see I've kind of dug into one colour in particular. First of all, the range of colour here, but I love the pop of green and this kind of like dusky, oh, where's it gone? Dusky purple. They're not pastel, but they come out true to color here. Does that make sense? I'm not very good at explaining myself, but I love a formula basically. And then also I'm going in with one of my favorite brush sets from this year. The new Luna Beauty brush set is also one of my absolute favorites, but I'm hoping to do a video about that. So I'm going to use the Jordan, Liberty and Sigma collection. I love Sigma brushes anyway, but these brushes are something else. The way Jordan himself has chose the shapes and the cuts of these brushes is really incredible. I want to do something kind of simple today, so I'm going to use the purple and the black, just those two. I'm going to take the tapered ponytail brush from the Jordan Liberty set from Sigma. This is one of my favourite brushes I discovered this year. There's 2 ponytail brushes in there. There's like a bigger one and this one, but I just absolutely love this one. So I'm just kind of creating the shape that I want and then blending that out further with the ponytail brush. And I'm doing a look where I want all the detail to be on the outside corner of the eyes here. Then I'm going to take the more black tone from the Colourpop palette, Let It Rain, and just keep that on its outside corner. I'm still keeping it really simple. I'm going with a Master Crystal reflector. This is bronze. I'm just going to pop that on top of a whole lid. And these give kind of like a wet look to the eye. I'm going to go into my Tiny Marvels palette, and I'm actually just going to go for this light one right in the corner and really intensely highlight the inside corner. And I'm actually going to spread it like out here so I can blend it into my concealer. And just have it looking like part of my skin. So my camera just cut out, but I took the lightest shade from the Tiny Marvels palette in a little bit more. So there's not really like an influencer concealer. So I'm just going to take my e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. One of the brushes from the Jordan Liberty collection is this camouflage brush, and the tip is made to have like the pressure of a fingertip. So it's perfect for concealing around the eye area. But also keeping that precision that I want under the eye too. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm going to go in with the Cosmetics Daydream Cushion. And I just absolutely fell in love with this straight after using it because it was just so perfect for like everyday kind of makeup. It's in no way heavy, it's in no way not enough coverage. It's the perfect mix of both. And I've always personally loved cushion foundations, Korean ones, but it's always been very difficult to find something. Very rarely do I get one that is my perfect match. And this really does just sink in with my skin perfectly. Okay, so for blusher, this has to be, I feel like one of the most popular blush palettes from this year, and this is a Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette. This is an incredible palette in general for blush, for anyone of any skin tone also. You have a really incredible choice in here. I'm going to go in with Twilight and a tiny bit of... No, let's use Stargaze. One thing I really love about this palette is, of course, pigmentation, but it's also color choice. I think it's so much nicer to have a palette also, rather than having loads of different individual blushes. But the great thing about this one is because it has these slightly deeper tones in it as well, I can kind of stack it up a little bit. So I'll use a color like Stargaze on the cheeks, and then slightly underneath I might take Gravity, which is this darker brown in the corner, just to add a bit of definition, because I'm not a contour kind of person as much anymore. So I've had this little like blemish here now for a few, I want to say weeks, but I'm waiting for it to like heal a little bit more because I've got those zit sticker, like the dark mark patches, and they work so well, but I have to wait for it to become like a true dark mark. So just waiting for its time. So for highlighter, I'm going in with the Revolution and Soph palette. Now, you can see there's one shade in particular I've really dug my brush into. This is my brush I use for highlighter, and it's this one I use all the time. So I'm going to go in with that. This palette's great because you have loads of choices in there. I'm actually, you know what, I'm going to put one on the eyelid too. But it's that really nice, smooth, again, highlight texture. No glitter, which I really, really like in a highlighter. I cannot stand glittery highlight. I'm going to take this like purpley, pinky shade. I'm actually going to just tap it on the lid here. Yeah. A little bit under the brow here. Just needs a bit of something else up there. I think it needs a bit of light. Yes. For the lips, I'm going to take my primer from Pony Effect. Pony's incredible. Her YouTube channel is amazing anyway. But her brand is absolutely amazing also. I forget lip primer exists. And lip primer is different to just like a lip balm, for example. Because primer helps to smooth everything out a little bit more. And like face primer, well, I actually think it's more effective than face primer. Grips on. Can you see how smooth my lips have gone already? So for lips, I was going to use the Lunar Beauty gloss, but I thought I used Lunar Beauty already. But the Lunar Beauty glosses are so incredible. Absolute favorite textures because it's like watery but glossy but not too sticky. But another favorite formula of mine is a Juvia's Place glosses, and this is from the collection with La Mariposa. And this is a gloss. Is it Yummy? No, Yummy Yummy. So I'm just going to finish up with some lashes, and I'm going to use a Raw Beauty Christie Pure, is it Pure? Yeah. And these are the lovely lashes. So we're going to whack those on. Okay, so this is our finished look using my favourite influencer products from this year. Again, I'm sure I've missed some at some point. I would love to know what some of your favourite products from influencers have been throughout this year. Please subscribe if you want to. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you very soon. Bye.